Yes, DJ Mwendo. We are live at JahRock'n.
Yeah.
With the man himself, with Rock.
Yeah.
AKA Chris Belmont. Or should it really is it's Chris Belmont, AKA JahRock. I just screwed that up bad.
It's Chris Belmont. I don't even go by Rock anymore.
Oh,
man.
and you know I never call you Rock either.
Never. I'm like, what are you doing?
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, y'all, you get this, Jody. We both got these fatigue pants on, man.
Yeah, man.
You couldn't come to this party without these fatigue pants.
Listen, we out for war, man.
That's what it is, man. 10 years of JahRock'n, bro.
10 years, man.
How's that feel, dog?
It feels great, man. It feels awesome. I like...
Feel like an old man?
I feel like an old man, man.
Okay,
I feel like an old man, man. When you start feeling like, you know, you're looking around and seeing other producers and other artists and stuff like that, and you're always the oldest. It feels crazy,
like the
man.
old man in the club.
Yeah, man. It's the old man in the club, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I thank God, man. I lasted this long. You know what I'm saying? Still going. Thank God, man. It's been a ride, man.
So you are a man that wears a lot of hats, right? So It's like you got the production, you got the engineering, you got the In My City movement.
Yes, it's crazy, man. I kind of I started out wearing a lot of hats as well too, because I used to engineer, vocal produce in the studio, sing on people's hooks, get in their videos, all in, you know.
I remember that. I remember you being in that Gage video.
Yeah. Cause I can be your
best friend.
Yeah, man, and I transitioned out from that, and I got help from Eddie Magic. Came in 2009, around the time when that video came.
Yeah.
So he started taking over the studio side of things, but then it started growing into like, you know, label, and I found this Asian girl named Heesun out of nowhere, and then it turned into management, and it's just like, God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, but I thank God because he's been able to keep me through all that, and it was, you know, successful. You know.
Yeah. So how'd you start the whole JahRock'n situation?
Wow. There was like two different starts.
Two starts?
Yeah. 2000 was my first start.
Okay.
That's when I came up with the name, and I actually trademarked the name.
Okay.
In 2000. So that's
14 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that's 14 years ago. But I actually incorporated in 2005. So that was the real start, because that's when I actually got laid off from my job.
Oh wow.
And God, because I actually told God, I was like, God, all right, I'm gonna save up $10,000. I'm gonna purchase all the studio equipment, and I'm gonna do it all for you. And God was like, all right, I'm gonna lay you off right now. And I was just like, God, I told you.
Did you have the 10,000 yet? You didn't even have
I had zero, bro.
Oh man, nothing.
And if you're Caribbean, I was gonna do a susu. You know what I'm saying? So that's when, you know, everybody puts in a certain amount of money, and when your hand comes around, you can get, you know, all that guap.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's your own money, but it's a way for you to save. But
I got you.
I didn't even start that yet, and I got laid off. And God was just like, all right, I want you to have faith in me. I was like, all right, God, I'm gonna have faith in you. You know, so that's where it started, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was tough in the beginning.
So what was your situation? Because I know this is actually the second commercial space that you had. You were in the basement, right?
I was in the basement of my mom's house.
Wow.
Yeah. Started on the humble, you know, basement of my mom's house. But it's crazy. Those days were like, it's like everybody in Christian hip hop in New York went through that basement.
Really?
I go back there now and I'm like, people pay me money for this place? Like, it's crazy. You know, I met Heesun, you know, around that same time.
Okay.
You know, she used to drive all the way from Staten Island to
come to your mom's basement.
Mom's basement, you know. Wow. I was living in that basement.
How did y'all meet?
Well, we met on the corner of
So she was really rapping on the corner?
No, she wasn't rapping on the corner. She was invited to the show. I mean, everybody sees this. I'm gonna shout her out, but she was late to the show.
To the show.
Yeah, she actually missed the show.
Missed the show.
Yeah, it was that bad. So she didn't start out good. Like, it started out really like bad.
Okay.
But I mean, it was cool when I met her. I mean, it was one of those shows where it's like, yeah, come through, do your thing, whatever. Met her on the corner, and I just saw this girl, and I'm like, she's the rapper?
Oh man.
And my man was like,
so you prejudged her already.
I prejudged her, man.
You saw that she was Asian. Let's be honest. You saw you stereotyped her, saw that she was Asian, and wrote her off.
Yeah. Well, the guy that told me, I was just like, bruh. Like, what you telling me is gonna come out of that? Like, really? So, but she rapped. As soon as she opened her mouth, I was just like, oh crap. You know, I just ate crow. Like, it was horrible. So, but it was good at the same time, because it was, you know, I was like, man, you know, she's got like this amazing voice. It just needs to be cultivated, you know?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good.
So she was like the first artist you started.
No, she wasn't. Actually.
She wasn't the first.
Nah, I had a group called Missionary Men way back in the days.
I think you told me about.
I did tell them. Yeah, they're a little before. You know, I guess they were really popular, but just not in like the mainstream Christian hip hop scene. They did a lot of gospel shows, things like that. But they broke up around the time when I met his son. A little bit after I met his son. But yeah. I was in a group before too as well, so that's kind of got years of experience before I met his son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was in your mom's basement. His son's coming through. Everybody's coming through. Yeah. And then how did you get to that next point? Because I know you had the studio in Bushwick. Was Bushwick the next? That was the next.
Yeah, well, it was the
next phase?
Yeah, a little bit of time. I left. I got married. I left my mother's basement. Had the studio in like a room we had in our apartment, which was a short amount of time. Yep. It was cool. But then we went from there to...
The wifey wasn't having that. Yeah, had to.
Well, nah. My wife, to be honest with you, man, she really like was a ride or die. She was ride or die, man. She's like, whatever you want to do, I got you, you know? So it was good. I mean, went to my mom's basement again. Actually, no. I didn't move back in the basement. I went from there to Bushwick. And from Bushwick, when it was a commercial space, so it was just like, all right, you know what? This is actually where it's at now. I mean, like I'm actually paying rent now. You know, because before, you know, giving mom a little bit for electricity, but it wasn't like paying rent. You know what I mean? So, and that New York rent.
I like
crazy.
that Bushwick. The Bushwick studio was. I like that, man.
It was hood outside.
I mean, I like this better. Don't get it twisted. But the Bushwick studio was.
Yeah, I kind of got used to this a little bit because outside of the studio was hood.
It was hood over there.
It was hood. But when you went inside, it was like a good, dope little setup, you know. But here is just like, I mean, it's Park Slope. Park Slope, Brooklyn. For those that don't know, it's like one of the richest neighborhoods in Brooklyn. Yeah. And but
you're like 2 blocks from the Barclays Center.
Pretty much, literally. Throw a rock at it.
Yeah. So what was the transition from Bushwick to the current space?
Well, it was pretty much Danny Sanabria started God Belongs to My City. Yep. He came up to me. He was just like, yo, you know, I see what you're doing. You know, we actually helped produce in my city for Andy Mineo. Yeah. And he saw what it did for the God Belongs to My City movement. He said, man, music is powerful, you know, and he just wanted to get into music. So he says, you know, I know these guys, JahRock'n, and I want to invest in what they're doing, but I also want to partner with them. Yeah. So he came up to me and showed me this space right here. It
didn't look like this, though, right?
It did not look like this. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a picture of it so he can flash that on the screen. Let's cut to that right now. Yeah. Yeah. Horrible. You know what I mean? But you know, if anybody knows Danny, he's a man of vision, man. And you know, I believe I'm the same way. And you know, we saw like much more out of this. And you know, it's crazy. The first thing he said, he was just like, I see people like DJ Mwendo, Lecrae, and Andy here. And looking the way it looked.
You've had all them in here.
And we've had all of them here. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had
it's
vision.
God, bro.
He had vision to see that, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was amazing, man.
That's good.
2 years.
So I'll tell you what, this next segment, we're going to come back, and we got his son Lee and Angie Rose, one of Chris's new artists, and they're going to tell their side of this JahRock'n story.
Yeah.
Because you know there's always 2 sides to every story. So you've heard one side, you're going to hear the next side.
There we go.
On the way